Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky High School Football as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the West Carter Comets live from Olive Hill, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for Countdown to Kickoff and West Carter Football live on Kool TV.
And welcome here to Olive Hill, Kentucky. Night skies tonight here in the great state of Kentucky. And we've got some high school football action for you right here on Kool TV. Hello and welcome. I'm Ben Cowell. I'll be on the call here tonight. We're here in the pregame show between tonight's contest between the West Carter Comets and the Lewis County Lions here on senior night for the Comets. The Comets on this season 3-5 overall, 1-3 in district play, as both these teams coming from Class 3A District 6. Could be better for both teams this season. The Comets, the better team, at least heading into this evening over the Lions. Again, 3-5 overall is West Carter on the season, 1-3 in district play. A win last game, and it has won 2 of its last 5 contests, but sure it wants to win at home tonight, especially on senior night. Lewis County, the Lions, on the other hand, again also in Class 3A District 6, 0-8, winless this season, 0-4 in district play. Again, has lost every single game this season, an 8-game losing streak that I'm sure it would want to end tonight. Lewis County and West Carter, coached by Daniel Barker, the head coach of West Carter. The Comets, Dalton Stam, the head coach for the Lewis County Lions, all the way from Vanceburg, Kentucky to play here against the Comets tonight. West Bloomfield also, Will Melton helping out with the Lions. It'll be an exciting game tonight, folks, between these two teams that have the Comets have a pretty high-powered offense and is a complete team all the way around the ball, and if the Lions are able to overcome some of the struggles that it's had here as of late. We'll take a quick break here on Kool TV during the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll talk about the opponent first, Lewis County, up next here on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
And welcome back here to Olive Hill, Kentucky. Again, the West Carter Comets at home tonight, facing off against the Lewis County Lions here in Class 3A District 6 action. I'm Ben Cowell here for Kool TV tonight. Wherever you're watching tonight, I hope you're nice and warm. Again, a nice night here in Kentucky. It was raining a little bit earlier, and we'll have to wait and see if we'll get some more sprinkles here. But, hey, it's football weather here in October. Let's talk about the Lewis County Lions, as it is the visitor here tonight in Olive Hill. Again, winless this season, 0-8, 0-4 in district play. Could be better. It's at the bottom of Region 6 as Well, the anthem has come up on us a couple minutes early here. It was supposed to be 7:18, so we'll take another quick break here, and then when we come back, we'll talk about the Lewis County Lions, and we'll also talk about the West Carter Comets. Stay tuned here on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beautyrest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
And welcome back here to Kool TV. Ben Cower with you here in Olive Hill, Kentucky tonight. The anthem has just concluded. Let's talk about some football again. Let's start with the Lewis County Lions, the opponent tonight, visiting here in Olive Hill, coming all the way from Vanceburg, Kentucky. The Lions, again, winless on the season, 0-4 in district play, again on an 8-game losing streak, and going to try and change that tonight. Game ago for Lewis County. Again, it was a 41-12 loss at home against East Carter. So you're going to get two Carter teams in a row here, fans, for the Lions. But again, it was a rough contest a week ago. Let's talk a little bit about it, where Braden McGlone in that contest, or really the team only had 75 rushing yards and 113 passing yards total in that contest. And this has really been the struggles, the season-long struggles for the Lions offensively this year, where the Lions is ever since losing Aiden Bloomfield, its starting quarterback very early on in the season, of which Bloomfield, very interestingly, actually still has more passing touchdowns than anybody here in this offense. Braden McGlone, really the MacGyver of this offense, the kid that can do it all here. He plays quarterback, plays running back, and linebacker all over the field is Braden McGlone, a name you'll hear a lot tonight. The senior for Lewis County. Again, he should be the starting quarterback tonight, but Aiden Bloomfield, ever since he went down early on in this season, this team has really struggled to find its footing in the passing game. Braden McGlone, a week ago, 5 of 17, one passing touchdown, 118 yards, no interceptions, arguably one of McGlone's better games at quarterback this season, but obviously he's trying to improve upon that here tonight versus a very, very stout West Carter Comets defense. Also on this team, you got, well, besides McGlone, who is the leading rusher this season, he's the leading tackler this season for the Lions defense. Really, the only other impact player that really sticks out on the sheet, if we're going over everybody here, Jadance Cunningham. As Cunningham, 21 receptions for 211 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. The sophomore leads the team in receptions, he leads the team in receiving yards, and he leads the team in receiving touchdowns. Cunningham has been a bright spot for this offense, and clearly a guy that Braden McGlone can trust. don't be shocked if you see Cottingham also in for a passing play or two. Also, Cottingham, again, a wide receiver, also plays safety on the defensive side of the ball. The sophomore has been electric this season, but a game ago was held just to one catch for 26 yards. Again, versus East. Carter was trying to find a better game, but was not able to persevere. Tonight, going to try and find some more. Branton Stidham, the junior wide receiver, also pretty stout this season. 5 catches, 441 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air. Game ago, Stidham was the guy who stepped up on the passing, or rather in the passing game for this offense. Again, McGlone had that one passing touchdown. It was to Stidham, who went 2 for 63, rather 63, a game ago. 2 receptions for 63 yards and a touchdown through the air for Stidham, and again, was really the lone bright spot for this offense. McGlone also, if Cottingham's got the ball, he might be able to catch it. McGlone this year, 8 for 53, he's had a couple catches this year. Tyler Fields, Alex Russell, also Ryder Montgomery had some action here in the offense. Only 78 points scored by this offense and 355 points allowed by the defense. That you might be thinking, Lewis County's defense must be really rancid, but the problem is the Lions' offense not being up to par really all season long, again, being down at starting quarterback this year. I mean, it tires out the defense in these contests when it's a constant 3-and-out, 3-and-out, 3-and-out for the offense, and that's what's allowed so many points this year, especially with a rather young team here as the Lions trying to push through. I mean, some stars here on defense, too. Leader in tackles, again, Braden McGlone mentioned him, the linebacker, quarterback, running back, you name it. 60 tackles on the season. He leads this team defensively in that measure. Sacks, it's Brian Weber, the defensive end, has 2 sacks this year. Number 69, I'm sure he'll have some action here tonight. Also in interceptions, Alex Russell, who will be doubling up as a wide receiver on the offensive side of the ball. Number 1, the defensive back, 1 interception this season. That is the lone pick this entire year for this defense here for Lewis County. We'll take another break here on Kool TV, and when we come back, we'll talk about the home team. Senior night for the West Carter Comets. We'll talk about the Comets here in a few here on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money, New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mall Boulevard in Grayson.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945. Equal housing lender. Other restrictions may apply.
And welcome back to Kool TV. Ben Cower here with you in Olive Hill, Kentucky this evening. Wherever you may be watching tonight, we'll have some exciting football for you here in the great state of Kentucky. As the West Carter Comets at home tonight, facing off against the winless Lewis County Lions. The Lions hungry for a win. Can it slash away the Comets? Let me tell you why it might not be able to. As the West Carter Comets offense has been electric this season. Inconsistent, but it has some playmakers. The man you will hear all about tonight, senior night, I'm sure sure he'll show out. He was here in the center of the field just a few moments ago being walked with his parents, and I'm sure he wants to show out here in his big night as he has all season long. Dwaylon Dean, again, the running back, also doubles as a linebacker here for the West Carter Comets here in its 3-5 seasons so far. Again, only 1-3 in district play, but a win last game, and a big part of that was Dean as he went 26 rushes for 142 yards and a rushing touchdown. Dean certainly a playmaker this season for this Comets offense. On the season, 142 rushes for 911 yards and 12 rushing touchdowns. Dean has been nearly unstoppable this year, averaging 1.5 rush touchdowns per game. He leads the team in rush yards, rushing attempts, and rushing touchdowns. Again, second to him, Nathan Flannery, who's only 20 for 84 and a touchdown this year, and that happened a couple weeks back here in West Carter. Flannery, a solid running back, but Dean has stolen the show this year on the ground, and this offense really revolves around him as he's also involved in the passing game. Yet to have a receiving touchdown this year, but he's 9 receptions, 143 yards through the air. But the man who has really been the impact player through the air, second most touchdowns on this entire roster, Caden Thompson, the junior wide receiver who doubles as a defensive back. Thompson, 39 receptions for 898 yards this year, 14 touchdowns. Leads the team in receptions, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, and had 112 receiving, or he's averaging 112 receiving yards per game, and had plenty more than that a game ago. 6 receptions, 218 yards a game ago for 4 touchdowns. Thompson dominated his opponent as West Carter a game ago blasted Fleming County here at home 40-14 in an excellent game. As also in that contest, Hayden Hall, the quarterback, 10 for 22 through the air, 308 yards passing, had 1 interception, but 4 passing touchdowns. Again, all to Caden Thompson. To mention him, Hayden Hall, the junior quarterback, number 15 for this offense on the season, 84 completions on 160 attempts, 16 passing touchdowns, which he leads the team in passing touchdowns, obviously, and also total touchdowns with the 16 through the air, 8 interceptions. So Hall trying to be more consistent on that front, but 1,603 passing yards this year. He's averaging 2 passing touchdowns per game. Last game, again, 10-22, 4 passing touchdowns. All to Thompson, had an interception, but again, those 308 passing yards will be key tonight against a Lewis County Lions defense that has been gashed. As again, it is slightly better. This Lions offense a little better than passing than on the run, but the West Carter Comets offense, on the other hand, again, has scored 211 points, which alleviates and rather is limited the points allowed by its defense. Only 192 on the season, 1,012 rushing yards, nearly all from Dean, and 1,641 passing yards. This is a team that, when it can put everything together offensively, man, can it make a dent in its opposing defense. We'll take another break here on Kool TV, and then we'll set up this game and have kickoff right here. Stay tuned on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Hello everyone, I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
We're live here from Olive Hill, Kentucky. The West Carter Comets on the field here on senior night, charging in with 1:30 to go here before kickoff. Is ready to take on the Lewis County Lions, all the way from Vanceburg, Kentucky. Hello and welcome. I'm Ben Cower on the call tonight here for Kool TV. Again, these two teams hungry for a win tonight here in Class 3A District 6 action. Again, the Comets 3-5 overall, 1-3 in district action this year. And on the flip side of the coin, the Lewis County Lions 0-8 is winless on the season, 0-4 in district play. But before that, let's go over the people that are making this game happen and a little bit about the weather. Let's start with the referees here. as again presented by Tri-State Ophthalmology. The game officials tonight: Roy Wright, the head ref, Jared Adkins, Gary Cornwell, Gregory Stevens, and Roy Wright II here on the field tonight. Again, big thanks to Tri-State Ophthalmology. And we'll flip forward to the weather, as it was a little wet here earlier in Olive Hill. Again, presented this weather forecast presented by Big Sandy Superstores of the Tri-State. It is cloudy today. It's a jet black sky, but rather humid here after the rain earlier, 70 degrees. Some winds, 5 to 10 miles an hour to the southwest. But hey, make sure you support Big Sandy Superstars of the Tri-State. Call 606-474-5515. Go to 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson to support Big Sandy Superstores. This is for the weather forecast, also the refs and the field. About to take on some action here tonight as the players join it. Here in October, you can see the field starting to get a little shriveled up here in the corners as grass starting to get a little dormant here in the cold weather. But here we got a relatively hot one on a Friday night here in the great state of Kentucky as the West Carter Comets and the Lewis County Lions ready to duke it out. Again, Daniel Barker, the head coach of the Comets, Dalton Stam for the Lions, and it appears it will be the Comets kicking off here to start tonight's contest. Wyatt Martin, its kicker tonight, 13, and really this Comets offense has not kicked a lot this year, at least from a field goal standpoint, but hey, this is an offense that when it gets the ball, it's able to score, but it will ship the ball to the Lewis County Lions first, and the Lions, it will be daring early on here. Hey, come on and score on our turf. Try us. Backing up for the kick, that's Wyatt Martin at center field. Or rather still slightly over in West Carter territory before he boots the ball into the air and we begin play. Shift 1, 2, 3 through a couple guys in the far end of the field, and he takes off running. He's passed or down just near midfield, I believe. I think the ball will remain in Lewis County Lions territory, but a solid return here early on. I believe it was Jaden Cottingham, the sophomore, who had a kick return touchdown this year. And that's the only touchdown this year for the special teams unit for Lewis County. As its offense takes the field, and this is an offense that has had its struggles this year. It's only scored 78 points total here this year. Again, 2 wideouts on that far side, 1 on the near. Braden McGlone in the backfield. He'll roll out to the far side, take off running. He's past 2 defenders and downed just near the 35, 30-yard line on the far end of the field. And Braden McGlone, first play and a big dent into the Comets defense.
There's the ball to the West Carter 30-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. From the 30-yard line, deep in Comets territory. Lewis County trying to get off to a quick start tonight. After a solid return, it was able to take up till just about midfield, about a 20-yard rush for Braden McGlone. I think it's 21 yards on that last rush for McGlone. As he receives the snap, drops back to pass, he'll keep it and scramble around in the pocket before he is downed in the center of the pile. Ripped down to the turf. And making the play for the Comets defense, that's Ethan Bledsoe. Leads the team in sacks this year, the senior, trying to show out here on senior night. Again, had a fumble return last game, but again, his 3.5 sacks this season leads this Comets defense. Bledsoe certainly a playmaker in the center of the field. As he brings down McGlone, stays 2nd and 10, still on the 30-yard line in Comets territory. 10 minutes. And 40 seconds remaining here as the clock continuing to tick. Braden McGlone, again, the senior quarterback, running back, linebacker, do-it-all man for this Lions offense. Comes to rushing on the ground this year, 62 rushes, 335 yards, 3 touchdowns. He leads this offense, but he hands it off here on 2nd down to his teammate. And downed is Jaden Cottingham. Tried to sneak it to the near side for little to no gain. I believe it's a loss of 3 yards. It will be 3rd and 13. Just a hair over 10 minutes remaining here in the first quarter between the Lewis County Lions and the West Carter Comets. So this is a 4-play drive after a rush on first down by Braden McGlone with the ball in Lions territory. He has it 3rd and now 15. Backs up, dances away as the pocket immediately collapses. Rolls out to the near side and makes the completion down the far end of the field. An excellent play by Braden McGlone as he's able to roll out under pressure and makes the completion down the field, but there is a flag. Got Laundry on the field. I believe it's down by the 5-10 yard line. That might ship Lewis County backward, of which it's not where it wants to go when its offense, as it seldom has been this season, is on one heck of a roll early on.
Flag on the play after the play.
So the down will count. It will still be a first down, but the penalty will be added from where it was committed, and it was against Lewis County. So it will earn the first down, a new set of downs after that great play by Braden McGlone. Ripped it to the far side. I believe it was Branton Stidham out to the near side. So it'll be 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. Second first down of this drive. Braden McGlone will keep it on 1st and 10 from the 35. Scramble in the pocket to the near side, and he is down rather near the center of the field after little to no gain. Again, 2 first downs on this drive.
McGlone on the carry. Initial contact with number 10, Will Cottle. Brings up 2nd down and 9 yards.
So 2nd and 9, a 1-yard gain, and that slight scramble in the center of the field for McGlone. Ball back to the 30-yard line in Comets territory. McGlone receives the snap, dances in the pocket, and he is swamped. Able to make the completion, dumps off the ball in the center of the field, and brought down after making the grab. And popping back up, stealing the ball away. An excellent play. I believe that was Josiah Yates out there. And sometimes the numbers will switch around here on the team. So it'll be 3rd and 3, not enough for that first down. And it's a handoff up the middle. Rush up the center. And not able to punch it through, or rather maybe, the pylon's not moving just yet. Have to wait and see.
Fourth down and 2 yards to go.
And it will be 4th down. Believe this offense will go for it. And the Lions will. 4th and 2. 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And we got some laundry on the near side of the field. Lewis County might have jumped. It's Coach Dalton Stram, livid on the near side sideline. And it'll be 4th and 7, so it's false start against Lewis County, back up 5 yards. It's been an eventful drive so far. Again, 2 first downs for this offense, but it seems that with the mistakes it's making here early on, that it does not want a third. It's got to go a long 7 yards to earn itself a fresh set of downs after unorthodox play, as McGlone, under pressure last time around, was able to roll out to the near side, make a completion downfield to a wide receiver. And then, but although it was negated after a penalty on the play, McGlone will receive the snap here on 4th and 7, roll out to the near side, tries to find an open man downfield, and he does. It's to Cottingham. Cottingham with a reception. Is it enough for a first down? Cottingham open on the near side, down just near the 20. It's enough to move the pylons, and it's a first down for Lewis County. It's 3rd first down of the drive. It's first drive of the game. Wes Carter won the coin toss deferred, kicked off to Lewis County, which was able to return to just about 2 yards shy of the midfield mark, and it has marched deep into Comets territory here on a drive that has lasted nearly half this first quarter. McGlone will receive on 1st and 10 from the 17, scrambles up the middle, and is short of pay dirt, but McGlone moving the ball early on here in enemy territory. Not enough for a first down, but deep in the red zone. That scramble, it'll be an 8-yard gain for McGlone. Or rather, it'll be on the 8-yard line and an 8-yard gain. So lots of 8s going on here for number 23, McGlone, the senior. Again, quarterback, running back. Again, started this season as its running back, but after its quarterback, Aiden Bloomfield went down. The sophomore went down first 2-3 games of the season. Again, McGlone had to step up. Here, the senior had to step up here as the quarterback and has slowly but surely improved as the season's gone on. He's had his bumps and valleys, but he'll receive the ball here on 2nd and 2, scramble out to the far side and bumps off a defender. 1-2, he's in for a touchdown. That'll be the first Nationwide Insurance touchdown of the evening. 6 points on the board for Lewis County after Braden McGlone scrambles to the far end of the field. Yes, and it is. So it'll be, I believe it might be going for a 2-point conversion here also, as its special teams unit really has not kicked all season long. Does not have a kicker listed on its roster, so it will be presumably going for a 2-point conversion here to go up. 2 for Lewis County. Currently, again, it is up 6-0 here on a first drive touchdown thanks to Braden McGlone. And it's going to go for the 2-point conversion. McGlone will receive the snaps. He'll scramble up the pile down right near the line. Don't know if it's enough for the 2-point conversion. Play might have been blown dead before it even started. So after the flag on the play, backing up just slightly will be Lewis County. Again, had the ball on the 2, backs up to the 8. Scrambling is McGlone, who has the ball to the near side. Is Swamp, bounces off 2 Comets defenders, rifles the ball to the back end of the end zone, nobody home. So Lewis County, after a 52-yard drive to begin this contest tonight, its quarterback turn into its running back, again, shapeshifter Braden McGlone, the senior. An 8-yard rush, a scramble out to the far end of the field. Put 6 on the board for Lewis County early on in this contest. 5 minutes, 38 seconds remaining, and that was a much-needed touchdown for a team that its offense has struggled really all season long in an 8-game losing streak. Winless this year, the Lewis County Lions and its offense, but it better beware on defense because Dwaylen Dean is coming here, folks, for the Comets and its offense, the senior running back. We talked about him in the pregame show. Dean has been electric this year in 142 rushes, 911 yards, 12 rushing touchdowns, has dominated the ground game this year for the Comets offense and really has dominated his opponents all year long, and here on senior night I'm sure he'll want to make an impact. And also the Comets riding high after a win a game ago, and I'm sure it wants to win here at home for a second consecutive contest. So it backs up. Special teams units are ready. Ball, a bit of a squib kick down the center of the field. Bounces off a member of the Comets, and there's a scramble for the ball. And it will not be recovered by Lewis County, albeit an excellent attempt at it. So this will begin the first drive of the ball game for the West Carter Comets. Again, won the coin toss, deferred, so it's going to receive to begin the second half of this game here, or when that'll happen in the third quarter. But here on this first drive, its offense this year has been excellent. Again, 211 points scored total, 1,012 rushing yards, nearly all from Dwaylon Dean. Also 1,641 passing yards through the air thanks to its quarterback, Hayden Hall, who will receive the ball here on 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide open down the field. He's all alone for a touchdown. You can wave goodbye to Caden Thompson. Unbelievable. From the 31-yard line, first play, and it's a passing touchdown. That's brought to you by Nationwide Insurance in Grayson and Flatwoods. My goodness. Let's watch again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods replay, if we may. So that goes 69 yards. That's a 69-yard reception by Caden Thompson, who torched the defense a game ago. Backing up for the extra point in the meantime, Wyatt Martin, the junior kicker, going to try and put the ball through the uprights, planted at the foot, and he plants it between the uprights for point number 7 after 6 points delivered thanks to Hayden Hall, the junior quarterback, delivering a perfect 69-yard spiral downfield into the waiting arms of Caden Thompson, who absolutely dusted the Lewis County Lions defense for a 69-yard scorcher of a score all the way down into the pay dirt. And Wes Carter, after going down 6 points early after a long drive by the Lewis County Lions, 52 yards marched the Lions downfield, and then 69 yards in one play for the Wes Carter Comets offense. We got ourselves a shootout early on here, folks. So 7-6, the score in favor of the Comets over the Lions here on Kool TV. Ben Cower with you here in the first quarter of action. I was bragging about Dwaylon Dean all pregame long, and then Aiden Hall says, you know what, hey, on senior night, let's go junior to junior. Hall rips it to Thompson downfield, and just one play with the extra point tacked on, is able to regain the lead. Lewis County almost loses the ball on the far end of the field after the kick from Wyatt Martin, but able to be recovered by the Lions special teams unit, and it's going to begin its drive, its own half of the field. And a pleasure to join you up here in the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. Ben Cower with you here on Kool TV tonight. Again, for all your lawn care needs, give Joker Lawn Care a call. Visit them online at jokerlawncare.com. So after a 52-yard drive that ended with a 8-yard rush from its multifaceted tool and quarterback, running back, you name it, McGlone keeps it here on first down, tries to go up the middle for little to no gain as he'll bounce off the defensive line. McGlone, interestingly enough, going to go to the sideline. I'm going to talk with his coach. This drive begins on the 39-yard line.
Loss of one on play brings up 2nd and 11.
Three first downs in its first drive tonight. McGlone back behind center, receives the ball and is able to find an open man. Completion downfield, down the center of the field.
Pass complete to number 18, Zorns. Tackle by number 7, Corey Maddox. The 1st and 10 for Lewis County at midfield, 50-yard line.
That's to Justin Zorns, the wide receiver who entered tonight. He was originally number 17, but switched over to 18, so Zorn, 18. Now the sophomore hasn't really been involved in the passing game much this year, but early on has been open for 2 receptions. Again, earlier in this ball game down the near sideline to set up another first down for Lewis County. And he'll earn it a new set of downs here as it's right on the 50 at midfield. McGlone receives the snap, and goes right back to his man Zorns on the near end of the field before he is bullied out of bounds after a real short gain. But another reception for Zorns, his third of the evening.
By number 52, Sawyer Maggard. Ends up second down, 9 yards.
He's got to go 9 yards here after a 1-yard reception for Zorns. The sophomore wide receiver doubles as a linebacker here for the Lions offense. Just a hair over 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter in Olive Hill, Kentucky. Beautiful night here in the great state of Kentucky. It was raining a little bit earlier, but humid fall weather. And it's a handoff here on first down up the middle, trying to punch the ball forward for a short gain. It's number 20, of which, of course, there's no number 20 on the roster. So isn't that just interesting? That's always lovely when someone enters the game and they have a new jersey on and you don't know who it is. The mystery man with the rush, with Braden McGlone back out behind center. 3rd and 7, long 7 yards to go here as it's back on its own 47. The Lions offense, after it was able to score on drive number 1, again, it's got to go 7 yards here as McGlone keeps it, flag on the field, and an overthrown ball down the near side sideline to Zorns, but I believe we'll have ourselves another 3rd down unless the Comets decline. And that incomplete pass target, Justin Zorns, who has really been the open man so far in this ball game. Jaden's Cottingham also being able to scramble open for player 2. He has 1 reception so far in this ball game, but Zorns has been the man all over the field. Flag against Lewis County as it backs up farther, or rather further into its own territory, back to its 40-yard line. Should probably be back on its 42.
Look where he spotted the ball. Look where he spotted that ball.
And the ball is spotted past the 50, so that
it should be on the 47. He's 2 yards.
That ball should be on the 47-yard line. Lewis County territory, but instead it's on the 49 in West Carter territory, so that's interesting. It's the little things, you know, sometimes, folks. This Lions team hungry for a win here. Been talking about it all broadcast long, and winless here in 2024 as its offense has steadily tried to improve all season long. And tonight it's gotten real close as, and 3rd and 7, 7 yards to go, at least still. Depending on where this play resumes after that flag. Whistle blows and we'll have some play here. Here on the second drive for Lewis County, 1 first down already. It began on its own 39. It's now it's up to the 47 in West Carter territory. All right, so it's now back into West Carter territory on 3rd and 7. 3 minutes, 3 seconds remain here in the first quarter. McGlone receives the snap, trying to convert here on 3rd down, and oh no. Sure, he'll want that one back. An unfortunate drop. Trying to find his man across the middle of the field. Unfortunately, it will not be a conversion on 4th down.
Does he know that he has a down marker?
Trying to find Dallas Littleton, his tight end, who has had 6 receptions so far this season, 68 yards and a touchdown. Littleton has been involved in the passing game spottily, but the senior tight end who doubles as a quarterback, again with the drop down the center of the field, forces a 4th and 7 here on the 47. McGlone has to scramble, and he is sacked. What a play for the Comets defense. He is brought down, pile driven into the dirt. An excellent play by Sawyer Maggard, who had a sack a game ago, the freshman. Able to bring down Braden McGlone, and it's a turnover on downs for this Lewis County Lions offense. And taking over on the 49 in Lions territory after the sack by Maggard be this Comets offense. Second drive of the night begins. It's a snap to Hall on 1st and 10 of the 49. He's going to go deep to his man again. He goes right back to Thompson for the touchdown. Unbelievable. Another Nationwide Insurance touchdown. Again, Grayson and Flatwoods. And we'll watch it again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods replay. Hayden Hall has had the ball snapped to him twice tonight. Both times he has rifled the ball deep downfield to his receiver, leading one this year. Caden Thompson had 4 touchdowns a game ago, 2 already in 2 offensive plays. Ball going all the way from the 49-yard line in Lions territory, and a 49-yard touchdown reception by Thompson. What an unreal beginning to the game as Wes Carter goes up 13-6. This kicker Martin, the junior, puts the ball up through the uprights to the far end, but it is good for the 14th point of the ball game. And after the conclusion of a real quick drive for West Carter, just a hair under 2 minutes, or just a hair under 3 minutes here in this first half. We'll take a break here on Kool TV. When we come back, Lewis County going to try and respond here on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
And welcome back to Kool TV. Kickoff here in the first quarter between the Comets and the Lions. Lewis County going to have the ball after it attempts to return on the far end of the field, but is pile driven into the turf. We're fresh off of a 49-yard touchdown reception by Caden Thompson, the electric junior wide receiver for this Comets offense. Ball rifled from its quarterback, Hayden Hall, who's now up to 18 passing touchdowns this season. 2 plays on offense this entire contest for Wes Carter, and it's 2 touchdown passes from Hayden Hall deep to Caden Thompson. It's been one heck of a beginning to this contest. Ben Cower here with you in Olive Hill, Kentucky, and the Lewis County Lions, who come from Vanceburg here in this great state of Kentucky, going to try and respond here on its 3rd drive of the contest. First drive was successful, marched 52 yards downfield, and its quarterback, Braden McGlone, was able to slide into the end zone on the far side for an 8-yard touchdown rush, but a sack and a turnover on downs on the second drive of the ball game. Here's drive number 3. McGlone rifles it downfield, and an incomplete pass to Justin Zorns, who's been his favorite wide receiver to target all night long. 1st and 10, now 2nd and 10, as this drive begins on its own 28. Lewis County meeting deep in its own half of the field to try and cook up a play that might gain it some more yards here. Again, this team down on its luck this year offensively, and He's going to try and throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. McGlone sends a man in motion. Oh, that's a flag. On the far end of the field, can't do that. Dallas Littleton. It's offsides by a mile.
Offsides on Lewis County. Break backs it up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15.
So that'll be 2nd and 15. Ball now back. The 23-yard line in Lewis County territory. That's a long 15 yards to go for what would be its 4th first down of the contest. Some substitutions on the play. Littleton off the field as McGlone receives the snap. He's a man to work with on the near side, as you can see, but is chased deep into his own end zone, has to just dump it off, and with the reception, might be right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's a reception. To check on that, 82.
Pass over to number 82.
Right, that's another newbie as the numbers continue to switch around here. But we'll watch that again on the Grayson Sporting Goods replay. But what a play. Under pressure, Braden McGlone dropped back and then had to scramble with it when it was chased deep into his own territory by Sawyer Magruder. It was already a sack today and is able to dump off the ball. There we are on 3rd and 9, and a scramble up the center of the field produces anything but a first down, but a gain of just a few yards. So to be 4th and 3 for this Lions offense, still mired in its own territory. Now on its own 35. Again, this drive beginning on its own 28. Aaron Skidmore was the receiver. I believe that's his first reception of the season. So to be 4th and 3, less than a minute to play here in quarter number 1. McGlone will keep, and he is brought down short of first down yardage. There'll be another turnover on downs by the Lewis County Lions offense in its own territory. QB keeper for McGlone, and it is unsuccessful. The Comets offense will take over. No, will it not? All right, wait. Was it enough for a first down? Oh, no, I think no, it's going to be, yeah. Scott McGlone, again, quarterback, running back. I saw him back out on the field as I looked down at my notes, and McGlone is also, again, is a linebacker out there too, leads the team in tackles. So he's just continuously on the field, but it's the 2nd consecutive drive where Lewis County turns it over on downs. Begins. Hall goes right back to the far side. There's nobody home. This time, it's a completion to Jake Carter, the senior, with a reception who continues to fight his way into the end zone. And oh my goodness, Jake Carter. What a way to never give up on the play. That's another Nationwide Insurance touchdown. Make sure to visit it in Grayson and Flatwoods. Let's watch that again on the Grayson Sporting Goods replay. 3 passes tonight, 3 passing touchdowns for Hayden Hall and Jake Carter. 1, 2, 3 men, drags a man with him just about into the end zone. What a play for Jake Carter, his 3rd touchdown of the season. And the senior making things happen here on senior night in Olive Hill. West Carter on top now 20-6. Wyatt Martin, its junior kicker, backing up. On the left side hash, going to run in and boots it right through the uprights. It's good. 21-6. Now the score, the first 6 points on the board tonight from Lewis County. Exceptionally short drives and efficiency tonight. The name of the game for West Carter and this offense as Hall. His 3rd passing touchdown tonight, this one to Carter. Again, a 36-yard ruckus of a run and reception on the far end of the field as Carter bulldozes his way into the end zone for a receiving touchdown. Lewis County already ready to go to try and bounce back in this ball game. Seems like this first quarter has just flown by with how much offense we've had, at least from one end of the field. Lewis County had such a promising start here on the road tonight, but just could not get anything going. A turnover on downs on 2 consecutive drives. 3 drives tonight, 3 plays, and 3 touchdowns for Wes Carter. Can't get any better than that, folks. And if you're watching here on Kool TV, we appreciate you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell to be notified of all the other contests we got here going on tonight. Plenty of other footballs you can see on the bottom ticker. We'll update you on those scores all night long. As in the meantime, Martin boots the ball, high flyer to the far end of the field and absolutely pile-driven deep into the Comets bench. Was an unlucky member of this Lions special teams unit. Really, this game in a nutshell so far. A pummeling by Wes Carter against Lewis County, of which this drive will begin on its own 36-yard line.
Lewis County will start out first and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
Drive number 4 here with 38.4 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. 21-6 the score. Lewis County coming off of 2 bum drives in a row, going to try and find any luck in a man downfield. McGlone keeps, and he goes over the center of the field. It's a reception by Justin Zorns, again the sophomore wide receiver who has made his name known all night long. He's open down the center of the field, and it's a first down for Lewis County. It's his first down since its second drive of the night. 4th drive here beginning. Some play across the middle of the field and into Comets territory. Will it make another play again before the first quarter is over? I believe it will.
They put the ball for 47.
So the ball's at the 47-yard line. It should be at the 46, but oh well. McGlone with a running back beside him. Receives, drops back, under pressure immediately as the pocket collapses, rifles the ball downfield in a contested play, 1v1 downfield. Teams he was trying to find Dallas Littleton, his tight end, down the far end of the field, but in coverage. Excellent coverage at that was Dwaylen Dean, senior running back, and linebacker lined up on the far end of the field, and the clock stops because of the incompletion. Just a second and a half on the clock here in quarter number 1. McGlone has to be really careful just lobbing the ball up in the air, as he's lucky that it was Dwaylen Dean out on the near side instead of Coy Maddox, the senior defensive back. Maddox for this Comets defense, 4 interceptions this season, and a game ago had one of those 4 interceptions returned for 22 yards, and already down a couple touchdowns here after beginning the ball game. Up 6-0, 21 unanswered by the Wes Carter Comets. They're with about 1 play left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 on the 46-yard line, and that ball might have kicked up some dust before it entered the waiting hands of Zorns, the sophomore wide receiver. And we'll have to wait if that is a completion or not. I can't tell you if that was a completion. It was really close to the turf, but not nearly enough for a first down. As that's the end of quarter number 1. We'll take a break here on Kool TV. The score 21-6 in favor of the Wes Carter Comets here on senior night over the Lewis County Lions. Stay tuned here on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
And welcome back to Olive Hill, Kentucky. Ben Cower with you here on Kool TV. Some excellent high school football for you here in the great state of Kentucky, as tonight the West Carter Comets at home on senior night. As its offense has racked up 21 points so far on just 3 offensive plays so far against this Lewis County Lions defense that, on the flip side of the ball, its offense was able to drive down the field and put the first 6 points of the ball game on the board, went for the 2-point conversion and did not convert. So it was up 6-0 here at home on the first drive of the game, but it has not been able to score since and has given up 21 unanswered. Here it is, driving on the 41-yard line in its opponent's territory, and a handoff on first down up the middle will produce middling results on third down. So make it fourth down, gain of a yard on that play, and Lewis County tonight, 2 straight drives that has attempted to convert on fourth down, and it has resulted in 2 turnovers on down. So Lewis County does not want a third consecutive play where it just hands the ball right back to the West Carter offense. Having to run for his life all night long, Braden McGlone, quarterback, running back, also linebacker on the defense, but he has been under pressure all night long from Sawyer Maggard, the freshman linebacker, also doubles as a tight end offensively, but primarily the linebacker here for the Comets offense. Had a sack a game ago, a sack tonight. I'm sure number 52 will be charging into the scene here as a flag on the field. 4th and 4, and we'll make it 4th and 9. My goodness. Lewis County continues to shoot itself in its own foot with penalties on 3rd and 4th down, where it'll get respectably close to the pylon it needs to reach, and then all of a sudden somebody will shift on this offense that should not be, and another backup once again. 21-6 the score here. Fourth drive of the game, a first down on this drive for Lewis County. Braden McGlone has been the man to make things happen tonight. He's been targeting some wide receivers that have not had receptions all year long. It goes to show how much Lewis County's offense is digging into its own bag to try and trip up the Comets' defense. 4th and 9 on the 45-yard line. Backing up is McGlone under pressure. Dances past 2 defenders, make it 3 on the far side, and he's knocked out of bounds well short of a first down. So it'll be a 3rd consecutive drive where it's a turnover on downs by the Lewis County Lions offense. So folks, we'll just have to wait and see if West Carter, of which, as I mentioned, coming out of the break, 3 offensive snaps so far, 3 plays on the offense, and 3 touchdowns through the air. First one, a 69-yard touchdown reception. After that, a 49-yarder downfield to Thompson, twice over, 2 for touchdowns. And here is the ball on the 49-yard line in Lewis County territory. See if Hayden Hall, its quarterback, can rack up a 4th passing touchdown tonight in 4 plays. Drops back. Looks downfield, it's not nearly enough, and that'll be his first incompletion all night long. Just trying to find his open man, Caden Thompson, who's from the top end of the field to the bottom, and an incompletion as Hall just tried to lead Thompson. It was a little too far. Incompletes, makes it 2nd and 10. That's the first non-touchdown play of the game for the West Carter offense. And I'm sure the Lions defense, and its offense for that matter, taking a deep breath and saying, all right, let's reset here for a second. 10 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Lewis County's defense back to work. Hayden Hall receives the snap, does not hand it off to Dean, tries to fake it, goes over the far end of the field, trying to target Coy Maddox. It's an incompletion, makes it 3rd and 10, still on the 49-yard line in Lewis County territory. The Lions defense just needing to build some momentum here on this set of downs, and this is a defense that has given up 355 points this year to its opponents. Its offense has only scored 78. With the 6 tonight, you can make that 84. And with the 21 points by the Comets, you can make that 376.
3 at the top, and there's 2
James Collier, also here on Cool TV, I'm sure would be able to add that up correctly on the fly. I believe it's 376, and Hall, the ball is knocked out of his arm, but his arm was in motion on 3rd and 10. It'll be an incompletion. We'll watch it again on the Grayson Sporting Goods replay. Excellent pressure by this Lions defense. Hall received the snap, clapped twice, and then charging in from the far side, under pressure immediately. Great play by Dallas Littleton, the linebacker. You've heard him all night long as the tight end. That's senior. Almost forcing a fumble on Hall, but it's going to be a punt. Special teams unit on for the Comets. 10 minutes, 43 seconds remaining. Wyatt Martin back to kick. High snap, receives, flips the ball in the air, and sends a high spiral that bounces deep into Lewis County territory. Can that special teams unit touch it down before it goes into the pay dirt? Yes. Great play by the special teams unit, and Lewis County will be pinned deep in its own territory after the first punt and non-touchdown drive all night long for the Comets. 51-yard punt, or rather I think that'll be, it's within the 5. So nearly a 50-yard punt for Wyatt Martin, who's perfect tonight on extra points, by the way, 3 for 3. So it'll be at the 3-yard line. So that.
I think it's a 3.
So that's Lewis County beginning on its own 3-yard line. Its offense is going to have to think up something incredible here to try and get out of its own, 3 yards away from its own end zone. 5 first downs tonight for Lewis County. This will be its 5th drive. The majority coming on its first. It had 3 first downs en route. So marched downfield 52 yards on a drive, and McGlone was able to roll into the end zone on the far side of the field. If you just tuned in a few moments ago, that's why Lewis County has 6 points against this Comets defense. And a rush, short scurry up the middle on first down will produce little to no gain. Make it 2nd down. So Wes Carter trying to avoid a turnover or anything catastrophic here in front of its own end zone. On this drive, a gain of 1 on first down, and still pinned deep in its own territory. Here on this long stoppage. And Lewis County, as I go to take a breather for a second, of course, it's right back in formation. 2nd and 9. Ball now on the 4-yard line in Lewis County territory. Malone under center, receives the snap, and it's another handoff up the middle. Have to wait and see who's in the bottom of that pile. And with the rush again. He's just evading us tonight, folks. That number 20 is not on the roster. That's a run up the middle. Little no gains. So it's 3rd and 6. Ball now on the 7. A 3-yard rush up the middle for Lewis County. Deep in its own territory. What can it do? Just a hair over 9 minutes remaining here before halftime. Down over 2 scores. McGlone claps and receives the snap. Rolls out to the far end of the field and rifles it. Trying to find Littleton, his tight end. And it's an incomplete pass. Out of bounds. Leaves it as 4th and 6. And Lewis County has been a team that has gone for it on 4th down all night long. I have to believe if there ever was a time to punt, it would right now. I believe the special teams unit is on, as Littleton's off the field. Again, it does not have a kicker listed. Usually goes for 2-point conversions, a very aggressive offense. Far end of the field, that'll be number 53 that's going to be kicking. That's Cameron Ferris, the junior offensive tackle, defensive tackle.
That's like summer ball for us. That's what we do, summer ball. Wait and see who shows up, and then that's...
Ball high flyer and is not able to go real far. It'll be prime field position. Bounces just a hair past the 25, still in Lewis County territory. And the Comets offense, which was stifled for the first time tonight, on its 4th drive of the night just a few moments ago, is going to get a golden opportunity deep in its opponent's territory, trying to right the wrong of what happened last drive. First 3 drives tonight, Lewis County just left the wide receiver on the far end of the field is wide open. There was nobody home, no defensive backs lined up, and Caden Thompson took 2 to the house. Then right after that, following it up, Jay Carter, the senior, on play 3 of the night offensively for West Carter, was able to score, and then a punt last drive for West Carter. It's a handoff to Dwaylon Dean, yet to say his name tonight, takes off running. Believe he'll run and pay dirt. Yes, he will. Dwaylon Dean receives the handoff from the 27-yard line, and that's another Nationwide Insurance touchdown. Let's watch it again on Grayson Sporting Goods replay. A 27-yard skirmish for number 32, Dwaylon Dean. That's his first rushing touchdown of the evening. Easy for Dean as he went north to south. Just took off running. Nobody tried to tackle him on that drive. Just nobody really home, and Dean takes to the pay dirt first time tonight. So make that 4 touchdowns in 5 drives for Lewis County tonight. I believe that's 4 touchdowns in 8 plays tonight. Gonna go for it. 2-point conversion. Hall goes to the far end of the field, and he's in. Make 2 more points. Put West Carter up 29-6. Let's watch again on the replay. Sponsored by Grayson Sporting Goods. So Hall receives, snap, or rather, it was a fake. Hall received it, rolled out to the far end, bulldozes his way into the end zone, and make it 2 points instead of 1. Wyatt Martin didn't have to lug the leg on that play, and in the blink of an eye, West Carter's on top, 29-6. So 5 quick drives for West Carter here on senior night at home after he was able to pick up a win just a game ago here at home. Turned the tide on what was a 3-game losing streak before it's back here upon its own home turf. Man, it has delighted its fans that have packed the stands here in Olive Hill tonight. 29-6 the score, 8 minutes 33 seconds remaining here before halftime. Reminder, folks, about the rules here in Kentucky football. If a team goes up 35 points, it's running clock from that moment on. Will we have running clock here in the first half? Well, you better stay tuned. And if you're tuning into Kool TV here tonight, thank you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit the bell to be notified of all the programs we got here during the week. Whistle blown, special teams units on the field. Getting ready to kick off again. The West Carter Comets, Wyatt Martin. Didn't go for the extra point last time, or rather, good fake. Kicks up the dust as the ball kicked into the air and out of bounds just past or just before the 30-yard line in Lewis County territory. I believe that was out at about the 32-yard line. We'll have to wait and see. Flag on the play. Didn't have to catch what was the cause of the flag, but
Kickoff goes off Alabama.
I think Lewis County will. It's against Lewis County, who's going to start deeper in its own half of the. No. It's against. Excuse me. It's against West Carter. So the setup ball is going to be at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 35. Down 29-6. Lewis County on its last set of downs punted from its own 7-yard line. It's not at a first down here in nearly 2 drives. 6th attempt to march down the field tonight for this Lewis County offense. McGlone backs up on 1st and 10 from the 35, and it's a turnover. Dwaylon Dean with the interception. Read the route like a book, and Dean, who found the end zone just 2 plays ago for the Comets offense. And an unbelievable play on defense. We'll watch it again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods replay. Just short of pay dirt was Dean, but McGlone just floated it to the near side of the field, and Dean read the route like a book. McGlone was trying to find Cottingham. Has been his primary target really all season long. Hasn't had much action tonight, and Dean undercuts the route. About takes it home for 6 more. So Dean, an interception. That's his first interception of the season. Scoring just a handful of moments ago, the Comets offense, I mean, it's able to punch it in, you're like, heck, you just go right back to Dwaylon Dean. Dwaylon Dean, the senior tonight, here on senior night, again a rushing touchdown on his first rush of the night. And then his first interception of the season. About takes it into the end zone. Dean will line up in the backfield. Hall back out on the field as the refs meeting. I believe we might have I don't know if there's a flag on the field, unless it's blocked by some tents on the near side. I don't happen to see any yellow. Guess the refs just want a breather here for a second. And during that, we'll thank our sponsors here that keep the lights on. Again, tonight's game brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Also, Pure Point Auto and Greenup. From oil changes to multi-point inspections to full engine swaps, Pure Point Auto can do it all. Also, Mountain Balance tires and cut and program keys. Pure Point Auto, 2109 Ashland Road in Greenup. 1st and 8. It's a handoff. High snap from Hall, who hands it off to Dean. Is he able to punch it into the end zone? Yes, he does. Second rush of the night for Dwaylon Dean. And it's a Nationwide Insurance touchdown. Puts his team up 35-6 over Lewis County. 35 unanswered. We'll watch it again on the Grayson, or we're not going to watch it again, but hey, you saw it right here as Dean, just a short scurry into the end zone after a high snap. Hall able to wrangle it in, and then he hands it off to Dean, who charges into the end zone. That's 5 touchdowns and 6 drives tonight for Wes Carter. Wyatt Martin going to line up for the extra point again, unless Hall decides he wants to go for 2 again.
Martin's kick is good.
Martin's kick up and good as Dean and this Comets offense continuing to rock and roll tonight. Up 36-6, 30-point difference between itself and Lewis County tonight. And Dean, 2 carries, 2 touchdowns tonight on senior night, also an interception. He's having himself one heck of a night without really having to use up and rather rack up a lot of yards. In the meantime, continue thanking our sponsors. Again, Grayson Funeral Home, 49 McCoy Road, family-owned and operated. Large, spacious facility, seats 300 in the chapel. Has over 2 acres of parking. For more information, visit GraysonFH.com. That's GraysonFuneralHome.com. Jason Greer, attorney at law, happy to sponsor tonight's game. See Jason for estate planning and personal injury. That's Jason Greer, attorney, 113 North Ward Street in Grayson. Visit GreerAttorney.com. Also, Sparks Funeral Home, 203 West Main Street in Grayson, caring for our community. Locally owned and operated Sparks Funeral Home in Grayson. Here we're going to have another YMCA kickoff. As Wyatt Martin has had to use that leg a lot tonight. Perfect 4 for 4 on extra points. Hall a 2-point conversion. His quarterback scrambling, and with 8 minutes, 14 seconds remaining here before halftime. 36 unanswered for the Comets here on senior night. Let's put it on top in a ruckus contest so far. Lewis County and its special teams unit trying to return with any energy out of its own half, and it's downed for one of its players who was able to scoop up the ball at center field. Believe that might be Littleton, the tight end, down at about center field, but a flag also on the play, and it's against Lewis County.
Flag on the sideline.
This Lewis County offense has been beaten into the dirt, quite literally, by the Comets defense all night long, really since that first drive where having poor Braden McGlone's number all night. That's Sawyer Maggard at linebacker, so Dwaylen Dean undercutting the last route for an interception. Coy Maddox, you have to say his name, not at least defensively. Nathaniel Hale, also a great player. Ethan Bledsoe was great earlier. Sawyer Maggard, a sack earlier in this contest. Second sack of the season. This drive will begin on the 16-yard line in Lewis County's own territory. 1st and 10. McGlone back out. He'll send Littleton out to the far side, and we'll stop things here. I believe it is a timeout by Wes Carter. So I'll stop the clock here at 8 minutes, 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Take a break here on Cool TV, and when we come back, the Lewis County Lions going to try and march down the field to respond after giving up 36 unanswered here on Cool TV.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Cool TV. 8 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. Well, 8:07 it says on the bottom clock on our bottom ticker, but 36-6. The Comets lead over the Lions. Lewis County trying to drive from its own 16. Dancing in the pocket is its quarterback, Braden McGlone, who rolls out to the right side. Play action, tries to find a man downfield before he has to go out of bounds. No, he doesn't. Tries to find Littleton, his tight end, down on the far side sideline, but he's knocked out of bounds. An incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10, still on its own 16-yard line. Are the Lions here on its 7th drive of the night? The 6th drive of the night for Lewis County, ended just a few moments ago disastrously, was one pass from McGlone, who has an interception tonight, and it was to Dwaylen Dean, the running back and linebacker for this Comets team here tonight. Again, the senior making it a show tonight. 2 touchdowns on the ground on 2 rushing attempts, also his first interception of the season. I'm sure he would like to pick up his 2nd here on this drive if the opportunity presents itself. 2nd and 10. McGlone with the snap. Rushes up the middle and is downed on the far end of the field with the tackle for the Comets defense. Far end of the field, that's Will Caudill, the sophomore linebacker. 2 interceptions on the season, 40 tackles at second most on the season. Unfortunately, there's a player down for Lewis County. I believe it's one of the offensive linemen, and that will stop things here in the second quarter. 7 minutes, 43 seconds on the clock here on the field, but unfortunately a player down. And popping back up with the help of athletic training staff. Lewis County, that is Cameron Ferris, offensive tackle, also doubling as a defensive tackle. Certainly hope that he's okay. The junior tonight, a important player for Lewis County because he is Lewis County's punter, too. He plays offensive lineman and defensive tackle, but he can kick the ball, at least relatively well enough to be Lewis County's punter this season. Only one punt tonight, didn't go super far, but under the utmost of pressure was out of the Lions' own end zone, and he was able to make it work. So hopefully Cameron is okay after he was down in the middle of the field on second down. Be 3rd and 10, still on its own 16-yard line. The Lions offense trying to find anything here in the second quarter after he was able to find Pater on its first drive of the game. Here on its 7th, it has not had a first down in its last 2 drives. 3rd and 10, can it convert? Dancing behind and brought down with another sack. McGlone is downed. And the far end of the field, that is by Tabor Tackett, the junior. That'll be his first sack of the season. Had a fumble return, or had a forced fumble and a fumble return last game for this Comets defense. And Tackett tacks on a sack. Again, his first of the season. Good job by the junior defensive tackle. In the center of the field makes it 4th. And 17 it says on the screen, but it's 4th and 10 on the board up here. 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. And it will be a punt for Lewis County. Special teams unit on. Thank goodness for that. It's not trying to go from its own 16 way far back, but plays blown dead before it goes. No flag on the play, or there is. Now we'll have a new man hopping on the field for Lewis County. It's Aaron Skidmore, wide receiver who had a reception earlier tonight, his first of the season. Oh, a low snap, bobbles on the ground, but the punt is able to get up in the air and waiting with open arms to receive. It's Caden Thompson, the junior wide receiver. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight, decided, hey, you know what, I'll be merciful in the center of the field. I'm not going to try and return this one. Still prime field position for the Comets offense again. West Carter 3-5 overall in the season, but 1-3 in district play. Needs a win tonight over a Class 3A District 6 rival in Lewis County. Lions sputtering, the Comets performing. Here, 2 seconds below 6 minutes before halftime. Up 30 points over Lewis County, and folks here on Kool TV, if you happen to have any updates of any of these scores, you can see on our bottom ticker, again presented by the YMCA. If you can put those scores in the chat here tonight, we'll try and update it here in real time. We would be very thankful for that, but we have people, all the broadcasts here on Kool TV tonight, updating those as well as the night goes on. East Carter, Russell, playoff implications here for the 2 teams here tonight. And hey,
With the 40-yard free kick.
so 3 points, all right. Wyatt Martin is going to put 3 more on the board. All right, that's interesting. Good unorthodox, but hey, all right, that's one way to 1st and 10. And Wyatt Martin puts it to the uprights, all right. So 39-6. Now the score. Folks, I promise you there's not a full moon in the sky tonight, but West Carter really soaking it in tonight. Probably digging into its bag of calls, but hey, 1st and 10, you go for the field goal, all right. Maybe that's a bit of redemption for Martin after his, and he hasn't missed an extra point tonight, but Hall stole the ball away, quarterback, also his His setter on special teams was able to pick the ball up and carry in for a 2-point conversion. I guess they decided to give Martin one heck of a play. Wyatt Martin and the kicker here for the Comets. Short little return for Lewis County up the center of the field. We'll set it up. Mired in its own territory once again. 5 minutes, 49 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2.
Out to the 24-yard line of the Lions.
Of course, another flag on the turf. Why wouldn't there be? It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. 5 minutes, 49 seconds remaining. And Braden McGlone going to try and soldier his offense on as Lewis County begins its 8th drive of the game. And up the near side, short gain. Not enough to move the pylons, but it's enough to chop 7 yards off the 10 yards required to move the pylons any further. So make it 2nd and 3. Ball on Lewis County's 32-yard line. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining here before halftime. McGlone, high snap, receives, and he'll keep it. Rolls out to the far end of the field before he charges into a storm of Comets on the far end of the field for little to no gain. Might have nabbed himself a yard on the far end of the field. So we're about one score away here. If the Comets able to put another touchdown and or find Pater again, it would be enough to have rolling clock from that point on here in this ball game, which Lewis County certainly does not want, but Lewis County going to try its best to keep on pushing here tonight on offense. It's not had itself a first down, and now 3 drives, 3rd and 3, going to try and convert here in its own territory. McGlone drops back and incomplete. Trying to find Cottingham out to the near side. Cottingham being trailed defensively in the area. Nathaniel Hale, the defensive back. Sophomore for this Comets defense. And a forced fumble earlier this season. And Hale, based on that most recent play, tasked with dueling with the Lewis County top receiver this season. Again, Cottingham fairly silent tonight outside of 1 reception. Entered tonight with 21, which led the team. 211 yards leading the team, and 4 touchdown receptions, which also leads the team. Most touchdowns of anybody here on this roster that is still active. But was held to just 1 catch a game ago, albeit it was a 26-yard burst for Cottingham, the sophomore wide receiver. 4th and 3 from its own 32-yard line again. McGlone drops way back, tries to buy himself time, goads the defensive line before he rips the ball far downfield, tries to find a man, and it drops just short of Dallas Littleton, the senior tight end, who was open down on the far end of the field, but the ball dropped just short, and Littleton was not able to scoop it out of the sky to convert on 4th down. That's the 4th turnover on downs tonight in 8 drives for Lewis County, as the Lions continue to struggle on offense after a bright start here on a cloudy night in Oak Hill, Kentucky. Clouding up at least the Lions' chances of putting another ball in the Pater tonight, at least so far here in the first half. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. It's a handoff on 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line in Comets territory, and about taking the house with him to the house was Dwaylen Dean. Or no, excuse me, that was not Dean on the handoff. I believe that was Alex Russell on the rush. And Russell is down, short of Peter, but it's enough for a first down. So drive number 8 tonight begins with a burst for Wes Carter. As Alex Russell, the wide receiver, receives the handoff. Or rather, no, that was Caden Thompson, excuse me. Caden Thompson with the rush on first down. Good play by Thompson. Set Wes Carter up in prime position. It'll be on the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 when play resumes, but timeout in the meantime. And we'll keep it here. Folks, it's been an interesting ball game so far. If you are a Lewis County fan, I don't blame you. If you are a bit frustrated with how tonight has gone, but again, it has really been the whole season in a nutshell here for Lewis County. And it is, in fact, a Wes Carter timeout. So just to confirm that, Wes Carter utilized the timeout to stop the clock with 2 minutes, 57 seconds on the board. But in 7 drives tonight, seven drives tonight by Wes Carter and this offense. It's been able to score a touchdown on 5 of those drives. It has only punted once and had a field goal on 1st and 10 to begin its most recent drive, or rather a drive ago, to go up 39-6. And hey, it worked. So this time around, it's trying to go the more traditional route, but instead of going with Dwaylon Dean, the senior running back, went with Caden Thompson, the junior wide receiver. The rush on 1st and 10 last time around. Second play of the drive, 2nd and 10, ball on the 11. Hayden Hall receives the snap. It's high and rolls out, finds a man down the center of the field, and plowing his way into the end zone for a Nationwide Insurance touchdown. Kool back, the senior tight end, had a touchdown a game ago, and his first reception tonight is, in fact, another touchdown to put Wes Carter up 45-6. We'll watch it again. Gracie Sporting Goods replay is able to manhandle in the center of the field the Lions defense. Hall, great presence in the pocket, goes down the center of the field and back just shakes off the defender. And unfortunately, and that being Aaron Skidmore, wide receiver doubling as a defensive back, Kool back in the end zone for his 2nd consecutive game. Be an 11-yard touchdown reception. And unfortunately, there was a flag on the play as I was marking it down. So unfortunately, that play will be taken back. So it's not a touchdown. Score remains 39-6. 2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Sure, Hall might just go right back to his man. Hall receives the snap, goes back to the corner of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Far end of the field. This time it's Coy Maddox with the reception. And Maddox from the 16-yard line picks up his first touchdown of the evening. We'll watch again on the Gracie Sporting Goods replay. Hall backs up, all the time in the world to throw the ball, and just drops a dime into the waiting hands of Maddox. Defensive back is not there in time, and Maddox puts 6 more on the board, and Wes Carter now back up 45-6. Wyatt Martin back out to kick. Perfect tonight on extra point attempts and field goal attempts. Out from the left side, ball snapped. And he missed it. Oh, no. It's no good. So, no longer perfect on extra point attempts this evening, but still 6 points at least on the drive. 8th drive of the night for Wes Carter, and a 16-yard touchdown reception for Coy Maddox. It's Maddox's first touchdown of the season. Comes to receiving Maddox is only his 4th reception of the year. Maddox a ball hawk on the defensive side of the ball and picks one up tonight offensively on the far end of the field. Guess Kale back will be presumably next on the list of people to get a touchdown here tonight as the clock continues to roll. Up 45-6. Rolling clock now in effect because of the over 35-point difference here in scores. 45-6, Lewis County. If you believe it, this game started 6-0. 45 unanswered by the West Carter Comets tonight here on senior night, delivering its home crowd a delight. It's 1-3 in division play. To try and go up 2-3 tonight has certainly made a statement here in the first half as the clock goes down to 3.5 seconds and stops. So Lewis County will be able to have at least one play here before the half. Have to wonder if Braden McGlone, the senior, will will just rifle the ball downfield. I mean, when it comes to QB play this year, I mean, McGlone has a passing touchdown. That came a game ago. It's 5-17 last contest. And that passing touchdown. So we'll have a play here before the half. Wonder if Lewis County, I'd imagine, I mean, it could just take an A, but don't know. I mean, you're down 45-6, might as well try something. I haven't heard much of Jaden Cottingham tonight. The sophomore wide receiver, again, leads his team in receptions. Brenton Stidham has also been silent. The junior wide receiver had a touchdown, 2 for 63 when it comes to receptions and yards last game. Stidham pretty silent tonight. It's all been, I mean, Aaron Skidmore was targeted once. Justin Zorns was active really early on, the wide receiver sophomore here for the Lions, but Zorns brought in a couple of receptions, but not really enough. Just didn't find pay dirt doing that. Was able to convert on third down. I believe once it was on the first drive, but 45-6. McGlone back out there with 2 wideouts on the far side, 1 on the near. Receives the low snap, picks it up, no, it's a different player in, and it's not McGlone in the backfield. Doesn't matter, it is short, no interception. The substitute in on that play, just making sure that was number 33 for Lewis County. And before, I want to figure out who that was before we call it a half here in Oak Hill. But again, swapping out Braden McGlone on the play, putting in Cody Cunningham, the running back. He's a freshman, really his first action all year long. You put in Cunningham to try and rifle the ball down the field, and he is just not able to get the job done. I mean, you have to come in cold off the bench. And a dismal first half of the game and an exceptional first half here on senior night in Oak Hill. Home game for the Comets as it is set a blistering pace offensively over the Lewis County Lions. At the half, 45-6 is your score. We'll take a break here on Kool TV, and when we come back, we'll break down this game during the halftime show. Stay tuned here on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beautyrest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
And welcome back here to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. For all your lawn care needs, give them a call. Visit them online at jokerlawncare.com. We're here at the half here on Kool TV of a 45-6 ball game as Wes Carter so far has decimated the Lewis County Lions here on senior night. And man, the Comets have soared so far tonight. Again, the Comets entered tonight 3-5 overall, 1-3 in Class 3A District 6 play. It's coming off a win here at home a game ago after a 3-game slide before that. But the Comets bouncing back certainly tonight with some energies. The Lewis County Lions open up this game 6-0. And it has faltered ever since. Again, this team winless this season. These two teams playing out of the 3A District 6 squad, or rather bracket. Again, 0-4 in district play because of the winlessness for the Lions offense, and has just not been able to be consistent tonight as this Comets defense really after the first drive has been able to pick it apart. Let's give you a bit of a drive summary here, starting with Lewis County, and we'll take a break after that. But Lewis County, after it was able to score on its first drive tonight, again, it was Braden McGlone. It's do-it-all, man. Quarterback, running back, linebacker. McGlone led a 52-yard drive down the field. 3 first downs on that drive, the most of any drive so far tonight for this Lions squad. He had a rushing touchdown, 8 yards after he rolled out to his left, the far side of the field here in the press box. And McGlone put Lewis County on the board, 6-0. After a failed 2-point conversion, the score stayed 6-0, and then again Lewis County after that second time around turned it over on downs. Had a first down on the second drive, began on its own 39, but a sack from Sawyer Maggard, the freshman defensive end for the Comets defense. Really, that was on third down, and then a failed attempt on fourth really put things out of perspective on the second drive of the game for Lewis County. Again, the visitors tonight here in Oak Hill, Kentucky. Third drive, another turnover on downs after it started. After the Lions began the drive on its own 28. After that, fourth drive of the night, started on its own 36, had a first down on its fourth drive of the evening, but another turnover on downs as it was not able to build the momentum it needed to try and push the ball deep into the territory of its enemy here tonight. Punt from its own 7 on drive number 5 after it, to be fair, the fifth drive of the night for Lewis County began on its own 3-yard line after an excellent punt from Wyatt Martin, the punter, kicker, really the do-it-all man when it comes to kicking for the Comets special teams unit. From a drive that began on its own 3, punted from its own 7 on the fifth drive of the game. Drive 6, one play, and unfortunately Braden McGlone tossed his third interception of the season right into the waiting hands of Dwaylon Dean, who is a linebacker here for the defense for the Comets. His first interception of the season here on senior night. We'll talk about Dean's accomplishments here after the upcoming break. But Dean, with the interception, read the route like a book, and Dean picked it off on the near side and took it out to the house for a pick 6, but was just a few yards short. Seventh drive of the night began on Lewis County's own 16, and it resulted in another punt before the eighth and final drive, or rather eighth before the 9th drive of the night, which was really only one play. It was a Hail Mary before the end of the half. A turnover on downs on the 8th drive of the night after it started on its own 25. And then again, drive 9, if you even want to call it a drive. One play is Cody Cunningham, the freshman running back, subbed in for Braden McGlone, presumably has a bigger arm, tried to rifle it downfield in a Hail Mary attempt on 1st and 10, and it was incomplete, batted down into the turf at midfield. We'll take another break here on Kool TV in the halftime show, and when we come back, I'll give you a drive summary of what has happened so far in this exciting game for West Carter. Boy, get ready. Stay tuned here on Kool TV.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
And welcome back to the halftime show here. It's 45-6 with just 5.5 minutes remaining before we kick off the second half. Let's go over a drive summary of West Carter's eventful first half as it is currently leading this ball game, as you can see on the ticker on the bottom. After it won the coin toss, it deferred, gave the ball to Lewis County first, had 8 drives here in the first half of the ball game, and man, it was eventful and efficient. That's the word we'll use. Had a touchdown, one play, 69-yard toss from Hayden Hall, the junior quarterback, to Caden Thompson, who had 4 touchdowns a game ago. Thompson, 69 yards to the house, a touchdown on one play. Then the second drive, making another one-play drive, 49 yards, was wide open on the far side. Caden Thompson, again, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, don't change it. And Thompson, another long score for the wide receiver that is nearing 1,000 yards on the season. Could reach that tonight if he's able to have a game that... No, I think he did. Yes, he is. He's over 1,000 yards on the season because of that second touchdown reception. Needed 102 yards to make it so, and had more than that on the first 2 plays of the game offensively for West Carter. The third drive was another one-play drive. This time it was a 36-yard touchdown to Jake Carter, the senior wide receiver, down the far end of the field again. Hey, same route. It worked for more than just one wide receiver. Fourth drive was a punt. Fifth and sixth, both touchdowns. The fifth was a touchdown after the punt from its own 7. Again, prime field position for the Comets. 27-yard rushing touchdown by Dwaylen Dean, and then a 2-point conversion for Hayden Hall after he kind of muffled the snap and then rolled into the far end of the end zone for a 2-point conversion on it. Dean, after then intercepting the ball on the first play of Lewis County's offensive drive, he had another 3-yard touchdown rush after he almost took it to the house defensively. Did so offensively. 2 carries, 2 touchdowns for Dean in a row. 7th drive was a field goal on 1st and 10, just honestly to brag almost, by Wyatt Martin. the kicker for West Carter. Again, not often you see a field goal on 1st and 10, but that was the call. And Martin made it 39-6 with a field goal. And then the 8th drive and final drive here in the first half for the West Carter offense. A touchdown after was 16 yards. DeCoy Maddox, his first receiving touchdown of the season on his 5th reception, but the extra point was missed, which is why it is 45-6. We'll take another break here on Kool TV, and when we come back, we'll set up the second half of this game for you here on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mall Boulevard in Grayson.
And welcome back to Kool TV. About to have the second half kickoff. Again, tonight's second half kickoff brought to you by the Ashland YMCA, open 24 hours a day and offering programs for everyone. Check out the Y, and we will have second half kickoff here in just a few moments with the score 45-6. Running clock here in the second half of this ball game as West Carter is up over 35 points over Lewis County. So the second half might go by quick unless Lewis County can find any momentum offensively and defensively for that matter to try and stifle the Comets' offensive, which might see some backup and just some people who have seldom seen the field much this year for the Comets offense here in the second half. But here on senior night, again, I wouldn't be shocked if Dwaylon Dean, who has been effective tonight as the lead running back all season long, too, for West Carter, is going to probably have at least one explosive run here in the second half. It was crazy in the first half for West Carter when it came to offensive efficiency, as, I mean, it could just score at will. And did on the first 3 drives of the game. Had a drive summary for you during the halftime show. Only 1 punt in the first half on 8 drives for West Carter, of which it will receive here to begin the second half. It won the toss before the game started and deferred. So Lewis County started and was able to score on that first drive, which is why it has those 6 points on the board. And drive number 9 about to begin here in a few moments for West Carter, as it has scored 6 touchdowns this evening to a myriad of players. 2 for Caden Thompson, 1 for Jake Carter, both those players wide receivers, and then 2 rushing touchdowns for Dwaylon Dean, coupled with a receiving touchdown. First of the season for Coy Maddox, the senior wide receiver, and the seniors and the juniors getting it done here tonight as Lewis County and its offense, who put in a different quarterback. It was Cody Cunningham, the freshman running back, who tried to have a failed Hail Mary to close out the end of the first half, but presumably it'll be Braden McGlone, the senior quarterback, running back, linebacker, back into the game here behind center for Lewis County here in a few moments. Again, this second half kickoff brought to you by the Ashland YMCA, open 24 hours a day and offering programs for everyone. Make sure you go check out the Y. Scores on the bottom of the screen. That ticker going to continue to update all night long. Again, Boyd up 42-7 over Lawrence at home. You can see that. And again, that will continue to update all night long here on Kool TV. Holding pattern here before the beginning of the second half. Again, this kickoff brought to you by the Ashland YMCA. And back to kick. Again, new kicker for Lewis County after its offensive tackle kicker was injured in the first half of the game and taking off running here early and not able to return it to a touchdown. But an excellent return that was for Will Condell, the sophomore linebacker, who scooped up the ball after a bit of a squib kick to the near side. Was able to shuffle up the sideline and then puts the ball, I believe it's past the 30-yard line in Lewis County territory. So great start here on the 9th drive of the ball game for the Comets offense. And if you're wondering post-game, we'll have an interview with the head coach of the team that is dominating right now. Yes, we will. Daniel Barker will be up here in the post-game show, and we'll get to go over this eventful game. I mean, heck, in the first half, who knows what will happen here in the second half. So this drive will begin on the 28-yard line for Lewis County. 1st and 10. It's a handoff up the middle. And out to the left side, it jags before being brought down after a short gain. Nathan Flannery with the carry. That time the backup running back here for the Comets. Mentioned a moment ago that this offense might have a altered cast of characters here in the second half of this ball game. It's not enough for a rush. 3-yard rush for Flannery, who on the season enters this game 20 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. Touchdown coming in here at home. Also in the game, Weston Kaiser, the sophomore quarterback. So the night is over for Hayden Hall. In the meantime, Kaiser hands it off to Flannery, who is blistered in the backfield by a myriad of lions, a pack of lions rather, and some laundry in the center of the field. Flag on the play. Be loss of 2 for Flannery, so it'll be 3rd and 9 when play resumes. But the backups in the game here on this drive for West Carter only took 8 drives to bury its opponent tonight, and then Coach Barker thinking, hey, you know what, I don't want to risk any of my guys getting injured. We still got plenty of football to play this season, especially with a win tonight, barring an epic collapse. But again, Lewis County winless this season. Lions, it looked bright early on, but things changed instantaneously across the next 3 drives by its opponent. Kaiser it'll be 2nd and 17, ball back on the 37. He is charged into the backfield, knocked on his back, but he's able to make the completion to Flannery and the dump-off pass, and Flannery takes off running down the far end of the field. Believe he's past the pylon, and I think that'll be a first down. It'll be the first down of the drive
Number 3, Wesley Cotton's pass complete to number 0, Nate Flannery.
Flannery with that reception. He was able to scramble up the far side, and he is just short of a first down. So it'll be 3rd and 1, if not inches. Have to wonder if the Comets offense will go right back to Flannery. The junior running back also doubles as a defensive end for its defense. Where Weston Kaiser only has 3 passing attempts this season, 2 of 3 entering tonight for 38 yards. Now it's a handoff to Flannery, who is past the pylon for the first down.
Flannery takes the handoff to get the first down for the Comets.
Maybe the first down here in the second half of the ball game for West Carter as the clock continues to bleed. That 35-point lead for the Comets over the Lions this evening in Olive Hill, Kentucky. A beautiful night here in Olive Hill. We got dusted with rain here in the pregame, but it very quickly stopped nearly as soon as it started. Here it is, just a hair under 70 degrees, 67, a little humid tonight. It was cloudy before, but you can't see any of the clouds as it's a jet black sky. 1st and 10 from the 17, and brought down real quick was Flannery as the Lewis County defensive line goes to work. Able to be a little bit more effective against the Comets' backups here tonight. Some substitutions in the meantime. Subbing onto the field for the Lions, it's Landon Blevins, the defensive tackle, sophomore, charging onto the field to join the play. Here in a moment, 2nd and 15. The ball will be on the 22-yard line. In Lions territory, 1 wide out on the far side, 2 on the near for West Carter. As Kaiser receives the snap, fakes to Flannery, and it's batted into the air. What a play. That will not be a fumble, but an excellent play in the meantime on the Lions. Member of the Lions defensive line, that number 20, all night long. We don't know who that is, but somebody changed their number, and it doubles as a fullback, offensive tackle, and a defensive tackle. So prime pressure on that play, charging up the center of the field, and it'll be 3rd and 15. Clock now under 6 minutes here in the 3rd quarter, as this West Carter Comets offense scored on nearly every single drive tonight. Only 1 punt. Kaiser backs up, and he is sacked. Ball's out. The ball is out, but the play is blown dead. I believe his knee was down and still had possession of the ball. Kaiser was brought down, sacked at the 40. Excellent play by the Lewis County Lions defense. I believe the man on the pressure for Lewis County in the meantime, I believe that was Cameron Ferris, the junior defensive tackle. He was able to pour on the pressure. Also some assistance from Dallas Littleton. So out there pouring on the pressure. And the mystery man, number 20. 4th and 33, it'll be a punt. Or field goal. No, it'll be a punt for Wyatt Martin. Not field goal formation, but Martin backs up a yard past midfield. He's in Comets territory, but will be attempting to pin the ball here deep in Lewis County's half the field. High flyer, good arc on the ball, drops just short of the 15, and it'll be touchdown above the 10, down at about the 12 or 13-yard line. So that'll be where the Lions will begin its first drive here of the second half. As the first drive here in the second half for West Carter burns nearly 8 minutes off the clock. The backup's in. Near that nearly 8-minute drive, again, longer, or it's not really as long as it seems because of the running clock, but it results in the second punt of the game for the Comets. A Fail Mary for Lewis County. the last time it was out on the field for its offense. Braden McGlone back in at quarterback. He'll keep. QB keeper, and he charges up through the center of the field and is brought down short of first down yardage, but an excellent scramble up the field, or up the middle of the field for Braden McGlone. Senior quarterback here for Lewis County, who orchestrated an excellent first drive tonight, but since that point has truly struggled. Has an interception since that point. Went right into the waiting hands of Dwaylon Dean, and it is enough for a first down. So that is a 10-yard rush. And the first down, again, this is just to put things in perspective. This is the 10th drive of the game for Lewis County. It has not had a first down since its 4th drive. 6th first down of the ball game here on 10 drives as McGlone scrambles for 10 yards. So 1st and 10, ball now on the 25-yard line. McGlone will keep again, scrambles up the middle. Hey, it worked last time, and he takes off, charging up the center of the field as he makes mincemeat of the Comets defense and almost makes it out of the Comets half of the field. And we'll watch that play again on Grayson Sporting Goods replay. Got an excellent play for McGlone, who just refused to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4 men. Pinballed off of 2 in the center of the field. He was able to escape from the line of scrimmage. An excellent charge and rush up the center of the field. Earns another, the 2nd consecutive first down on this drive for the Lions offense as it's down 45-6. McGlone with 3 wideouts to work with. Looks to the near side before he is pummeled in the backfield. It'll be a half sack, I believe. 2 members of the Comets defense on that play. It was Joey Oppenheimer, the sophomore defensive tackle, joined by Kobe Williams, the freshman defensive end. So Wes Carter's, both those players pick up, I believe that's a half sack. Tag teamed Braden McGlone on the last play. So it'll be 2nd and 13, a loss of 3 with the sack surrendered. 2 wideouts on the far side, 1 on the near. It's McGlone, man joining him in the backfield in blocking formation. McGlone, completion across the center of the field, not enough for a first down, but a short gain for Justin Zorns, the sophomore wide receiver who was active really in the first quarter of this game, was held silent in the second. Zorns entered tonight with no catches on the season, and tonight has made himself to be a relative force. He's at least been able to skirt away from any of the defensive backs for the Comets at least half the time, and has made himself open and available tonight as the leading wide receiver in terms of receptions for Lewis County. 3rd and 7 with less than a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter, and it's a completion across the center of the field. Not enough for a first down, but it ends up in the hands of Aaron Skidmore, another wide receiver who's making his name and really a debut tonight. Skidmore, no receptions entering tonight. That's his 3rd of the evening over the center of the field. Still short of first down yardage, so it'll be 4th down if Lewis County able to crack off another play here before the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd quarter. Clock down to 12 seconds remaining here, and it'll be neutral zone infraction for, I believe, a member of Lewis County's defense. Up front, no, I guess it'll be against Lewis County. All right, so member of the offensive line for the Lions moved first. My mistake. Apologize to the defensive tackle who was in the center of the field, who I presumed had moved first. But in the meantime, that will end the 3rd quarter. The score 45-6. No scores here in the 3rd after a combined 51 points in the first half of the game. We'll take a break here on Kool TV, and when we come back, the final quarter of action here from Oak Hill, Kentucky. Stay tuned here on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, Go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
And we're back here on Kool TV to begin the fourth quarter. Again, the score 45-6. Excellent game so far on senior night for the West Carter Comets here in Oak Hill, Kentucky. Lewis County Lions offense trying to convert here on fourth down. And its opponent's territory just by a yard. The ball on the 49-yard line. It will need to go 7 yards to try and earn its third first down here in its 10th drive of the ball game as it attempts to find pay dirt for the first time since its first drive of the game, of which it was able to put up 6 points. Hello and welcome. I'm Ben Cower here with you tonight. The call for Kool TV, and hopefully it's been relatively enjoyable for you. If you're a Comets fan, if you're a Lewis County fan, I don't blame you. So. But Lewis County trying to bounce back here late in this ball game. The clock stops 11 minutes 46 seconds. Timeout stopped the clock. I believe it was used by Lewis County, but we'll wait to confirm that. Braden McGlone, the quarterback, still for Lewis County in this ball game. The senior active tonight in the passing game and the running game. He's able to scramble for a lot up the center of the field. Again, he is a running back, folks. Started this season as the running back here for Lewis County, but after Aiden Bloomfield, the sophomore quarterback, went down early this season, really the only true quarterback on this roster for Lewis County, McGlone stepped up and is relatively improved in the game since. Had his best game of the season really a game ago, but tonight going to have to convert here on fourth down. 11 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. 3, make it 4 wideouts to work with as McGlone drops back under pressure. Pocket collapses under pressure out to the far side. Is able to get the ball away and almost turns it over on the far end of the field. Real close to an interception. Caden Hedge, the sophomore linebacker, in place for the Comets defense. Almost able to come up with his first interception of the season. And we got a player down on the far end of the field, unfortunately. So that'll stop things here with 11 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. We'll take a break here on Kool TV in the meantime. Again, the score 45-6. The Comets leading over the Lions. West Carter and Lewis County resume when we come back here on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
And welcome back here on Kool TV. Ben Cower with you. This 45-6 slaughter by the West Carter Comets over the Lewis County Lions here tonight in the great state of Kentucky. 1st and 10, ball on the 49 after a turnover on downs by the Lewis County offense. And the starters, albeit for just a moment, back on the field for the Comets as its backups were put in its 9th drive of the game. And here on drive number 10, that's Hayden Hall. with the handoff on that last play. There was an injury that stopped things after an almost real close to an interception for Caden Hedge, the linebacker for the Comets defense. 1st and 10. Clock continuing to roll here with the over 35-point lead. And Kaiser now back in the game with Flannery. Handoff to Flannery, who drives up the middle. Tries to move the pile and does not move it much, but it's short gain of yardage. The last drive for Lewis County, brutal. 2 first downs, but ending up its 5th turnover on downs in 10 drives in this contest. 2nd and 7, ball on the 35 in Lions territory. It's a handoff from Kaiser to Flannery. Once again, flag thrown on the play. On the far side, appears somebody was holding over the vicinity of Flannery. Might have been tackled. A little too much grabbing of the jersey. That might be on Lewis County, which I'm sure it would not like. And as the teams pause here for a second, let's thank the people that keep the lights on here at Kool TV. Again, tonight's game brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Also, Pure Point Auto in Greenup. From oil changes to multi-point inspections to full engine swaps, Pure Point Auto can do it all. They also mount and balance tires and cut and program keys. Pure Point Auto, 2109 Ashland Road in Greenup. Also, Grayson Funeral Home, 49 McCoy Road. Family operated and owned. There are large, spacious facility, seats 300 in the chapel, and has over 2 acres of parking. For more information, visit GraysonFH.com. That's Grayson Funeral Home. Also, Jason Greer, attorney at law, happy to sponsor tonight's game. See Jason for estate planning and personal injury. That's Jason Greer, attorney. 113 North Horde Road North Horde Street, in Grayson. Visit GreerAttorney.com. Also, Sparks Funeral Home, 203 West Main Street in Grayson, caring for our community, locally owned and operated. Sparks Funeral Home in Grayson. 2nd and 17 for the Comets offense as it backs up nearly into its own territory. Ball still on the 44. In Lewis County's half of the field. Less than 10 minutes to play here on this relatively warm Friday night in the great state of Kentucky. Oh, and a low snap, and Kaiser has to fall on it in the backfield. Almost a disastrous play for West Carter. Let's watch it again on the Grayson replay. Again, a low snap by the Lewis County center. Just bounced off the hands of Kaiser, who went down immediately. That was off. I am incorrect. That is, I believe that was off, or that was snapped by Kobe Williams, the freshman center for West Carter. Again, the backups here in right now. Kobe Williams, the backup center to Ethan Bledsoe, who's usually the starting center for this Comets offense. Williams a half sack earlier in this game. So Williams, that's a half sack more than he's had all season. Williams a solid player here. This is freshman year for West Carter. I'm sure he'll develop into a fantastic player here in the years to come, but just a bit of a low snap. Also plays, again, defensive end alongside center here for the Comets. 3rd and 25. Is the ball now back in Comets territory. Kaiser lets it fly downfield. Contested catch, and it comes up just short. He's trying to find Landon Callahan, the junior wide receiver, on the far end of the turf, but unfortunately, Kaiser's pass just a tad too short on the most recent play. So it'll be 4th and 25, ball still on the 47 in Comets territory on its 10th drive of the game. And I believe this will result in another punt unless Daniel Barker, the head coach for the Comets, wants to give his team a little bit of practice here on 4th and forever. Kaiser going to go out to the near side. Interesting formation as Caden Thompson in the backfield, and there's Martin, so it'll be punt formation presumably here. Yes, Martin in the backfield. It'll be a punt. Special teams unit on here for the Comets. High flyer, an arc that goes from the far end of the field to the near side. Takes an odd bounce and rolls 1, 2, 3, 4, just past the 30, near the 25 in Lions territories. 6 minutes, 35 seconds remaining here in the contest. 45-6 still the score. 10th drive of the game for Lewis County. Second of this second half results in its second consecutive punt with its backups on the field. Last time Lewis County had the ball, its offense had 2 first downs, but then turned the ball over on downs on its third set of downs here in the second half. So it's only its second drive here in the second half, and here we are halfway through the fourth quarter. Time moves fast once you hit that 35-point gap. The clock continuing to bleed. Trying to check if Lewis County has swapped Braden McGlone out of the game. I believe it's Ryan Wolf in the contest. Nope, it's a handoff up the center and taking off running. Excellent rush for Jaden Cottingham, who takes off running to the far end of the field. We'll watch it again here on the Grayson Sporting Clip. So 1st and 10, drive beginning on its own 26-yard line. And Cottingham with the handoff, spin move, shakes off a man, dodges a defender, and is brought down for first down yardage and more. Jaden Cottingham, easily his biggest play all night here for the Lions offense. Real dynamite player for Lewis County this season, 4 touchdowns, that leads the team. And finding the pay dirt this season, and Cottingham has been held fairly silent tonight. Held silent a week ago, was 1 for 26, no touchdowns. It's another handoff on 1st and 10. This time it's on the 44. For a roll out of bounds. Will not be enough for a first down, but clock continues to roll here. 4.5 minutes remaining here in this contest. Cody Cunningham goes to the field to bring 2 of his teammates back onto the turf. As Braden McGlone out of the game, Ryan Wolf, the freshman quarterback, doubles as a linebacker in the contest. Behind center for Lewis County at this point in the ball game. Wolf this season 2 for 11, 3 interceptions, and no passing touchdowns. Wolf, I'm sure, going to try and improve his season stats here tonight. Try and lead a solid drive downfield. He's got 1 wide out to work with on the near side. Blocking formation up top. 2 running backs in the backfield. Wolf receives the snap, tosses it over the center, and the ball drops just short. The waiting hands of Aaron Skidmore. Incompletion on 2nd down, makes it 3rd and 10. 3rd and 8, excuse me, on the 46, excuse me. Ball still in Lewis County's half the field after it has 1 first down on this drive. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Just about here in the 4th of a 39-point ball game. 45-6, the Comets have absolutely caged the Lions here tonight. 3rd and 8, and it's a conversion on 3rd down. How about that? The second first down of the game. And snookering the offense, hey, Alex Russell for the Lewis County Lions. Able to sneak past the defenders and move the pylons. Make it 1st and 10. Ball now on the Comets' 41-yard line, or was that Alex Russell? No, that was not Alex Russell. That was Ryder Montgomery, the sophomore wide receiver. Couldn't tell if it was 1 or 3. Montgomery, probably the shortest player here on the field by a country mile, but hey, if you are able to sneak past the defense, 1st and 10, a bit of a flea flicker, but it doesn't end up being so. Flip the field and charging down to the far end of the turf. An excellent play. Malachi Martinez, the freshman running back, able to flip the field for another first down. That's the 3rd first down, I believe, in the last 4 plays for Lewis County on this drive. Martinez, his first action of this game, and First action of the last couple games, only 3 rushes this entire season for 8 yards. Don't know if that'll count as a rush because it was tossed to Martinez. But the freshman has no receptions this year either. So the backup offense in for Lewis County against the backups for the Comets on defense and making some noise here as of late. Shifting up the middle, it's Justin Zorns with the handoff, able to zig and zag up the center of the field for a short gain, and he is brought down here with less than a minute and a half remaining in the ball game. So Lewis County going to try and put some more points on the board late. Not wanting to end this ball game down with only 1 score, and that being on its first drive. Minute 10 remaining. And it's a handoff up the middle. I believe that is back to Zorns, who was pile driven backward. And it was Zorns again with the carry. Up the center. Less than a minute remaining here in the ball game. For West Carter able to win here on senior night. At home in Oak Hill, Kentucky. 45 unanswered for the West Carter Comets tonight. What a way to continue its momentum here at home after a win a week ago. A flick into the end zone, and it will be a touchdown. Justin Zorns, have yourself one. The sophomore wide receiver picks up another, that's the second Nationwide Insurance touchdown of the ball game for Lewis County. It's able to score here before time is up. The clock's going to strike 0 here if the special teams unit is able to put the extra point in. Clock down to 5. Is it going to go for 2? Yes, it will. And it will not work out. Clock strikes 0. Final score 45-12. Lewis County and Justin Zorns able to score one more touchdown before the game is over. Zorns' first touchdown here in high school football. Congratulations to the sophomore wide receiver. After a drive down the field, also Ryan Wolf, his first passing touchdown here in high school football. So the backups able to put on another extra 6 for the Lions here in this ball game, but it was all West Carter in this contest tonight. Again, the final score 45-12. West Carter victorious on senior night over the Lewis County Lions. We'll take a break here on Kool TV, and on the postgame show, we'll break down exactly how this contest resulted the way it did. Stay tuned here on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
And welcome to the postgame show here on Kool TV. Ben Cowler with you after a routing of the Lewis County Lions. The West Carter Comets improved to 4-5 overall this season, 2-3 in Class 3A District 6 play. 2 wins in a row for the Comets, and has now won 3 of its last 6, so it's back to 500 at least in its last 6 contests. Lewis County on the flip side of the coin, also in Class 3A District 6 play, still winless on the season, 0-9, 0-5 in district play. Again, that 9-game losing streak here in 2024. Unfortunate for the Lions, which had a good start to the night, but the Comets' offense just powered past it here this evening. We'll go over a little bit of a drive summary before we have a post-game interview with Daniel Barker, the head coach for the Comets, who's currently speaking with his team, as you can see on the far end of the field. So 11 total drives for Lewis County this evening, 10 total for the Comets. And we'll go over in order exactly what happened, as it was a coin. So the coin toss to begin everything tonight went in favor of West Carter, of which it deferred. So Lewis County began this ball game with the ball, and man, it made the most of that first drive. 3 first downs en route to a touchdown, marched 52 yards down the field, and Braden McGlone, its starting quarterback this evening, was able to also rush into the end zone. Again, usually he's a running back, but has had to learn the quarterback trade this year after the starting quarterback, Aiden Bloomfield, went down near the beginning of the season for one of the first 2 games. And McGlone, rushing touchdown, 8 yards to the far end, rolled out to his left, and put Lewis County up 6-0 in this game. And then West Carter's offense responded with nothing but pure efficiency for the next 3 drives. A one-play drive, if you even want to call it, 69-yard rifle down the field, touchdown reception into the hands of Caden Thompson. Thompson, the receiver, Hayden Hall, passing the ball. Nobody home on the far side of the field, and Thompson, a empty road en route to Pater, put the West Carter Comets on top 6-0 with the extra point from Wyatt Martin to make it 7-6, not 6-0, excuse me. So 7-6 was the score after the first 2 drives of the game, and then a turnover on downs on the second drive for Lewis County after a first down. Also Maggard with the sack for the Comets defense. A touchdown on another one-play drive, 49 yards. Hey, the same play worked a second time over, and it went right back to Caden Thompson for his second touchdown of the evening. He had 4 touchdowns a game ago, only had 2 of them tonight. I'm sure he was not really disappointed with that. Make it 6 touchdowns in the last 2 games for the leading wide receiver, the junior wide receiver for the Comets offense. From that point, another turnover on downs for Lewis County. Its second consecutive drive on its third drive of the game. Third drive of the game for West Carter. 3 plays total across the first, second, and third drive, because guess what? It was another one-play touchdown drive as Hall, his 3rd passing touchdown in 3 plays, this time finding Jake Carter, the senior wide receiver here on senior night. Carter was able to muscle his way into the end zone for a 36-yard touchdown reception. Another turnover on downs once Lewis County got the ball back after earning itself a first down on that 4th drive of the game, and the 4th drive of the game also bared no fruit for the West Carter offense, as it resulted in its first and only punt of the first half, as it was not really, it got the ball on Lewis County's 49, but was arguably stifled And then from the 5th drive of the game for Lewis County, punted from its own 7 after a 3-and-out. Made a smart decision after the Comets special teams unit, Wyatt Martin, was able to pin the Lions deep in its own territory. And then 5th drive of the game for West Carter, 27-yard rushing touchdown by Dwaylon Dean here on senior night. The senior rushing monster this season for the Comets offense was able to, on his first rushing attempt tonight, on the 5th drive, that's how effective the passing offense was. Dean scrambled into the end zone untouched for a 27-yard rushing touchdown, and Hall, the quarterback, fumbled the snap and then inadvertently completed the 2-point conversion. It was good enough, and Hall put the ball in the end zone for 2 more points to put West Carter on top by even more. An interception on the next play by Dwaylon Dean on defense. He's a linebacker too, folks. Lewis County put the ball right back in the hands of Dean and the West Carter offense for a 3-yard touchdown rush for Dean, who added 2 touchdowns on 2 carries this evening. And obviously an exciting night for Dean, as that was the last full drive that was not the last full drive before the half, because it was a punt, 7th drive of the night for Lewis County, and then a field goal on 1st and 10, 7th drive of the night by Wyatt Martin, the kicker for the Comets, to make it 39-6 on the 7th drive of the game, and a bit of style points there. Turnover on downs, 8th drive of the game for Lewis County, and a 16-yard receiving touchdown for Coy Maddox. The extra point was missed. First touchdown of the season for Maddox, the wide receiver senior for the West Carter, on the 8th drive of the game. And then a failed Hail Mary attempt from its own 21. Lewis County tried to do something before the half, but it was not able to do so. 2 punts in the second half for the West Carter Comets, and a turnover on down before a touchdown drive on the last drive of the game for Lewis County, as its sophomore wide receiver, Justin Zorns, who was active tonight, was able to score his first touchdown in high school football. Now joining us here on the postgame show, we've got head coach of the West Carter Comets, Daniel Barker. Coach, to begin tonight. You
got me?
We'd like to congratulate you on the win, first of all. Just want to ask you your thoughts following that incredible job by the Comets, both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah. We probably didn't start out as well as we did, or as well as we wanted to, but our guys settled in, played well. Credit to Lewis County. They came out with good game plan, marched down the field and got a score to start the game. We tell our kids, this is a friendly rivalry game. It's kind of a weird rivalry because we get along so well with Lewis County, but it's a rivalry. And we told them you got to throw the records out, and Lewis County come out ready to play, and they did. And then our guys responded to that. So that's growth for our kids. We haven't always done that, but I think they responded really well today.
So, and you say, at least defensively on that first drive, you did give up that. It was a 52-yard drive by Lewis County on the first drive of the game. And then you say your team responded. Man, did it. 3 plays on offense, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
What did you see on the far end of the field that, was Lewis County just leaving the zone wide open and just kept on going with the same play essentially 3 times over?
There's certain looks we like, with our 4 verticals game, and we were getting the look that we wanted, and it was there, so we threw it. Defensively, you have to choose what you want to take away. And, so there's no perfect defense. I think Thomas does a really good job calling our offense and kind of taking what the defense gives us. And that was there, and he took it. And, Hayden made good throws, and our receivers made good catches and good plays.
Really important win tonight here in District 6. What does a win tonight do for your playoff hopes?
We don't know the final of Fleming and Bath. I know that's really close right now and coming down to the wire.
It'll come up here in a second here on our ticker on the bottom.
Just went final. We know we're in a 3-way tie.
Bath is currently, it's a close one. Fleming is up at home 35-34 over Bath in the 4th quarter.
Okay. So if Fleming would win, we're in a 3-way tie, and then it goes to RPI, which we we like where we're at RPI-wise, in comparison to those other teams. But if Bath would win, we would be the 4 seed. So, we're not really locked into the playoffs, but like most scenarios, like it would be hard to envision a scenario where we wouldn't be the 3 or the 4, just looking at the math. But then again, I'm the one that's figuring the math out, so, I don't know. The kids at school would probably think it's maybe somebody better double check that. But yeah, and we've got a really good chance at really securing that with a win next week. So we got to take care of business.
Yeah, senior night tonight here at West Carter, and certainly a senior that has shown out not just tonight but all season. Dwaylen Dean, he had 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. Also his first interception of the season. How about Dean as a player for your team this season?
Man, he's just so tough and so unselfish. I think. You have a record-setting running back, and we're opening the game at senior night, and we're opening the game we're throwing the ball. Didn't say a word. Didn't have a problem with it. Just the ultimate team guy. I was glad to see him get a couple scores and make a couple nice plays. So I mean, he's just the quintessential teammate. We broke the single-game rushing record last year, and all he wanted to talk about in postgame was his offensive lineman. Whenever you have players like that are kind of established, really good players in the area, and that's what they do, it just sets a great example for everybody.
And obviously your team, second straight home win tonight. Great momentum as you go on the road to Rowan County. What are you thinking about the matchup for your next game on November 1st?
We haven't seen them much. Like we got film of them whenever we played East because they had just played East Carter. From what we've seen, they're athletic. They up front, their defensive line's really quick. They got a couple skill kids that can score from anywhere, and we'll have our hands full. As far as trying to defend them and trying to block them. But that's the thing every week. Every team you play's got strengths and weaknesses, and the way we look at it is we've got to play well, and when we play well, we do. We usually score a lot of points and win, and when we don't, it turns into a big gom. So. Our guys will be ready to go. They all have to be feeling good. You get everybody in, and everybody gets to play, and everybody gets to do things that are good. It's just good for everybody.
And your team certainly showed up tonight in 8 drives in the first half. You had 6 touchdowns and a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 scoring drives out of 8 possible in the first half. You can't get any better than that, Coach. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And best of luck for the rest of the season.
Go Comets.
Head coach Daniel Barker with the West Carter Comets here on the post-game show. We'll take a quick break, and we'll break down this game further when we come back here on Kool TV.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
And welcome back to the postgame show here on Kool TV. One final time tonight from Oak Hill, Kentucky. Again, 45-12 was the final score of this contest tonight between the West Carter Comets and the Lewis County Lions. Again, it was an exciting contest tonight. We just talked with Daniel Barker, the head coach here of the Comets, certainly happy with his team's performance tonight after an exceptional performance, especially in the first half. Again, the second half of the game with the clock running up over 35, had 2 drives where it punted with its backups in. But again, 8 drives in the first half of this game, and it scored on 7. The Comets offense, when it's on, man, it was on tonight, and West Carter is certainly hoping that it can carry the momentum from the win tonight down the rest of its season, to seeing where the dominoes fall as the season goes on here in Class 3A District 6 play, and trying to make the playoffs after some inconsistent play here this season. And the Lions going to try and bounce back a week from now, but this team again is just been rough this season, but is going to try and bounce back here late in the season. Lots of people to thank here as to why this broadcast gone on. Again, doing a great job tonight here on Kool TV. Cameron Bryan, my producer, was on it all night long, and the world should know that. Cameron was on top of it tonight, so he was our producer tonight. Did a fantastic job, and Taylor Heath was up on the top of the press box here, doing a fantastic job, giving you, the viewers at home, all the camera angles you saw tonight from atop, all the touchdowns, everything you saw tonight. That was thanks to her, and she did a great job tonight. So for Cameron and Taylor, I'm Ben Cower saying, hey, thank you for tuning in tonight. 45-12 the final score. West Carter victorious over Lewis County here in Kentucky high school football. Thank you for tuning in tonight here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another West Carter football broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of West Carter Comets football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.